To me, it was a disproportionate response, and it's dangerously pushing us towards full-on armed conflict with Iran, which is not the will of the American people. So to me, we need to pull back. We need to de-escalate tensions in the region, protect our bases and embassies in the area. But bigger picture, this could have been avoided if we had stayed in the multilateral nuclear agreement with Iran that President Trump pulled us out of, which ended up leading to this series of provocations. We need to go back to first principles. In our Constitution, it says that it's an act of Congress to declare war, and that has not been the case since 2001. We've been in a constant state of armed conflict since 2001, and we need to push the power to declare war back to Congress where it belongs.
If voters are undone by this, how do you argue that your experience is better in the Oval Office than someone like Vice President Joe Biden with his foreign policy portfolio, or someone like Pete Buttigieg who has a military background?
As Commander-in-Chief, I will be focused on the greatest threats of the 21st century, which include state actors like Iran, yes, but also climate change, artificial intelligence, cybersecurity. These are issues that, frankly, an extra aircraft carrier may not help secure us against. To me, those are the real challenges of this time, and that is where I would lead us as president.
You recently said that you are on Twitter in response to this, that you've signed a pledge to end, quote, forever wars. Is there ever a time, though, that there's no choice?
I have a three-part test for when I would intervene militarily. The first is that there needs to be a vital national interest at stake or the ability to avert a clear humanitarian catastrophe. Number two, there needs to be a well-defined timeline where we can bring our troops home. And number three, we need to have partners and allies that are willing to join us in the mission. If these three conditions are satisfied, then I would consider engaging our troops. But it needs to be a very high threshold. I speak to veterans here in Iowa and across the country, and many of them are still struggling. To me, the investment has to be when you recruit men and women into the armed forces, but then it has to persist after they come home. Our resources right now are heading to things that are not making our people stronger or more secure.